The beatings, the kickings, the shouting, the violence. They're nothing for hours, just fear and silence. All I want is the cruelty to end, a touch of kindness, the voice of a friend.
Every 5 minutes, the RSPCA receives a report of animal cruelty. Support their rescue. Search RSPCA.
The UK charity sector is having a tough time. Despite being fairly high in the global GDP rankings, we rank in the 20s for our charity giving. This makes the donations and the funds flowing to charities a struggle. If we look at the actual numbers, there's actually a decline in overall cash going into charities by about 7%, with 54% of consumers in the UK stating they're now giving less to a charity. So what this meant for the RSPCA is they understood they've got a challenge, not only short term in terms of donations, but how do they build a sustainable future for their business? So with that in mind, they worked with their media agency, Join the Dots, and Join the Dots brought in Herdify. We're experts in behavioural science and identifying audiences who are most likely to give to a specific brand. So what we mean there is, rather than just people who are going to give to charity, those donors who are going to give to the RSPCA, not just now, but into the future, helping them build long-term relationships, which hits their goals of campaign performance. Everyone needs to bring money in for the initial campaign, helps them build long-term relationships with those donors so they keep giving into the future, but also helps them engage new audiences who aren't already giving today. To understand how more that works, let's talk to Ed.
I'm here today to explain the behavioural science behind Herdify. Basically, how we get from herd animals to helping you create a super successful marketing strategy by harnessing your brand's offline communities. Humans are social animals. The truth is, we aren't all making independent decisions every time we make a purchase, even though we might like to think we are. In reality, we more often follow the herd, and many of our decisions are made by copying those around us. This might be explicit, for example, in the case of a recommendation from a friend or a colleague, and it could also be subconscious, due to the impression we get of a brand's popularity or quality, the opinions from the people around us, or even which brand is top of mind because of the frequency we see their brand images. The more we see a brand represented in our social group, the more interested we become in that brand, and the more likely we are to make a purchase. With everyone behaving like this, representation in our group grows, creating a reinforcing cycle. More representation means more interest, which in turn means even more representation. This is how communities form around a brand. The reinforcement causes an acceleration in the sales growth of that brand amongst their communities. This acceleration leaves a pattern in the brand sales data. By looking for the relationships between where and when your sales take place, our machine learning algorithm identifies the particular patterns of acceleration that indicate a community forming for your brand.
So the key to success was collaboration between media agency and data provider. Media agencies have been buying media for decades. That's not new. There's plenty of data in the market. So Join the Dots were really looking to find something new and something innovative for RSPCA, which is where the close collaboration with Herdify worked. Now, despite December 2024 being a really hard month for charities, we still managed to exit the campaign with a 23% increase in donations, with that collaboration between smart planning and the smart use of behavioural science-backed audience data.